You want to know the secret of pain? If you just stop feeling it, you can start using it.
Mr. Hartgrave coming to you live on Twitch. We have Black Widow. Is she great? Has she ever been great? Will she be great again? Black Widow, a bit of history on Black Widow. So when she came to the game, she was most certainly great. She was severely meta. Now, this was back 3 years ago. And players that were in beta beta was like before the game was launched, right? You could play the game before it came out. I don't know if you know that or not, but it's true. I did. I caught like the last couple of weeks right before it launched globally. And I was not one of the ones that had the foresight to farm Black Widow. But 3 years ago, before the game was launched, she was on a node long before she was node farmable now. And she was, when the game launched globally, she was taken off. You weren't able to farm her. You could only get her through premium orbs. And they kept her there for an absurdly long amount of time. So right now, as of today, we have Yo-Yo and Cullen, those premium orbs. And if you're wondering how long it's going to be before they come out on nodes, a goddamn long time would be your answer. So Black Widow is now farmable and now back into the meta after a long time of being out, and she's back in the meta for a couple of reasons. There's a lot of reasons to put resources into Black Widow. As you can see here, I have not. However, I'm going to have to strongly consider doing so, especially now with the new Skeletal rework, and we're going to have a video on that too, as far as what kind of tier 4s you're going to want to put into the team now. So a couple of things about Black Widow and why it's a good idea to invest in her, why an investment in her is going to hold up for the rest of this year, talking to you in 2021. What we're going to be using Black Widow for this year is mainly Skeletal. She's going to be countering Merc teams. She's going to replace Killmonger on the team. You people were putting Killmonger on the Skeletal team, and you're going to take Killmonger off, you're going to put Black Widow on. She's going to be a much better investment for you. People have been taking Black Widow into Dark Dimension. Due to her reduced cost and her being a skill character, that's now a better idea now more than ever. She's also an amazing pair up with Hawkeye. When you combine Black Widow and Hawkeye, you get a lot of value. Before the Skeletal rework, you were using her on Wave 1 Avengers, which new players can take advantage of now. So here's a character you can start using early on and take her all the way to the end game. Phenomenal character for many reasons. Has a lot of good things. She has well, at least 2 main teams that you can now use her on between Avengers Wave 1 and now Skill Military. So really awesome that you have like a beginner team and then like an end game team that you can move her into, holding that value all throughout. So very cool character in that regard. I'd like to see more characters designed with that kind of progression in mind. Here's a character I can use on one team at the start of the game and then another team at the end of the game. Both teams being phenomenal for what they do. Looking at some of these passives, or looking at her passive, looking at some of her abilities, you can see here she has some synergy with Skill Military. And one of the main abilities that got like a bump, is this one right down here, where she always gains assist when an allied Hawkeye, Red Guardian, or Yelena takes a turn. This is phenomenal. This is definitely one I'm going to be upgrading. This is going to be one that's going to be in the video for Skill Military for sure as an S rank kind of ability here. Plus you're even getting extra speed on her. So this is really awesome. And let's go ahead and check this out now in Real-Time Arena. Of course, the main use for this team right here, the main use for this team is going to be taking this configuration into war against mercs. This is just going to tear apart mercs now. It's resistant to blind, it grabs all of their buffs and gives it to the rest of the team. And when you do that, you're definitely going to want Soldier. However, outside of war, Soldier's doing like almost nothing. He does a lot in war. He gives a huge damage bonus to the whole team, makes them a lot better. What you're going to want to do outside of war and in other places is remove him and get Hawkeye on here for some extra synergy with Black Widow. And this is the team we're going to test out. Most likely I'm going to get something that's way overpowered, but we'll see. We'll give it a shot. My editor can always go in here and remove any of these that are just awful. If we get some horribly lopsided match here. Here, let me shrink myself down here. Whoop.
You mean shrinkage?
Yes. Significant shrinkage.
That'll be a little better to show you. And okay, I mean, at least the power levels are on par. It's actually a punch down skill military versus we got X Factor here with Silver Surfer. Hey, let's give it a go. Let's see if they can hold their own at all. Let's just see if they can do that. All right, well, it went better than I thought it would, but still not very good at all. We definitely didn't win, and that was on a punch down.
Round 2, fight.
Yeah, this is going to be a total massacre against Astonishing X-Men. Okay, there we go. So, as suspected, Astonishing X-Men wiped the floor with skill military. But let's go ahead and keep going here. I think my Blitz cools down in about an hour. So if we keep doing this for an hour, we'll go ahead and head over into Blitz, and I'll look for that. I'll look for that mercenary match to show you. All right, here we go. Loading it up. As it does have nice first round burst damage that you can use to remove Silver Surfer, and then you can resist that blind from Mordo. However, in this case, just did not have the power to do what I needed to do. Let's try it again. Giving my editor some work to do. Thanks, Gino. Okay, we have Astonishing X-Men with Silver Surfer. Everyone loves Silver Surfer. I almost feel like I should put Silver Surfer on this team, but that's a different video altogether, isn't it? All right, we're just going to hit auto on this. I don't suspect that this is going to work out at all. Going to beat one of these. Yeah, Scopely has totally jumped the shark with the Silver Surfer and Kestrel releases. Seems like some just major power creep. I mean, it happens kind of every year. It happens every year. It happened with X-Men, happened with Black Order. However, this seems to be escalated, like just a little bit more. Heroes for Hire definitely going to be the new Hydra. We'll see if it lasts for such a short time. I know the Hydra Red Skull defense was just unstoppable for like a week, and then they were like, Inhumans. And they dropped that down, and then it was gone, right? Now, you know what? I think Kestrel, if you just take all your cores and just dump them into that event, you'll do okay. You'll be able to get 5 stars on her. And that's going to be my advice tonight. Take all your cores and just feed them into the event. Stop spending on energy. Stop spending on anything else. Just take those cores, bank them right now. You got 7 days, and then you're just going to dump them all on that event. You're going to just overdo that event. You're going to go into the hundreds. Just go nuts. That's going to be my advice. There's calculators out there too if you want to be real precise about it. But in general, you just take all your cores and you just throw them at that. All right, anyways. Back again with Skill Military. Going to try to show this team off. See what kind of match we get this time. All right, once again, we got the X-Force without Silver Surfer. All right, let's see. Let's see if this goes differently without Silver Surfer. So I'm really going to have to find some outdated team to go up against here. Or hell, maybe I'll leave them all in. I have no idea. All right, once again, Astonishing X-Men. We have a Baby Surfer, though. He's just crushing in all modes because they don't have so many tags like that. I don't think they have any tags that make them specifically for raids. Maybe there's 1 or 2, but it's just like a little extra on top. We'll get something eventually. Or we'll do this so damn long my Blitz cooldowns will reset. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, all right, here's a good mirror match. We're going against another Skill Military team. They're not going to get bonuses from their... They're not. This is actually, I think I'm going to win this because I have Black Widow and they don't. They have Soldier and I don't. Soldier's doing like nothing for them. All right, I'm curious about this match. Let's go. All right, so we're putting Disrupt on Red Guardian. That's a good start. Yeah, a lot of people are using this team on defense right now, so I'm very curious if this can kind of take care of it. This might be the match I was looking for. All right, we're going to try to remove that taunt and reduce some speed bar. Didn't pull that, but okay, let's hit everybody with Punisher. Got Striker on Punisher, that's why he's hitting twice like that. Even better if you have that upgraded in War. Actually, I don't think it does much. It had to have it upgraded outside of War. Okay, we're going to go ahead and throw up my own taunt with Red Guardian. And then come in with Yelena with her ultimate attack. We just really got to get through their Red Guardian. Okay, now his blind isn't really going to help us because they're immune to blind now. But it's good overall damage. Okay, we are going to take the defense up off of Yelena and give it to my team. And we killed Killmonger there. Now we're going to stun Red Guardian, because I don't want him throwing up taunt again. Fantastic. Once again, we're seeing how almost directly better the team is with Black Widow as opposed to without, which is a pretty cool match. You can see they're pretty evenly matched to a point. And I think Red Guardian's my main threat now, so we're going to focus him. And yeah, we're just really able to overpower them with the amount of extra synergies you're getting now from having Black Widow on the team and having Hawkeye instead of Soldier outside of War. In War, of course, you definitely want Soldier, but outside of War, he does next to nothing. He's really useless on the team. So don't think you can build up your Soldier and then get more value out of this team. You can't. Not outside of War. Only for in War. Red Guardian, very good character. I think that was his most built one on this team. It's taking forever to get him down, but you can see the number of buffs that we're getting is pretty extreme. And that's going to be that for that. We're going to go and put this on auto now as I believe we secured this win. But there it is. As you can see here, very solid team, made all the better with Black Widow. That's really the configuration you want to run right here is Punisher, Yelena, Red Guardian, and Black Widow. Of course, Soldier when you're in War, but when you're outside of War, I would consider putting Hawkeye on the team to get you more value out of the whole thing. So there it is. Black Widow and Skill Military, they are great. Black Widow is fantastic. You got a couple different teams you can put her on, some configurations. You can consider bringing her into Dark Dimension. Fantastic character. Has been since day one of release, actually before release. She dropped off there in the middle, but she came back. And now she's becoming dominant once again. Thanks to everybody watching here on Twitch, and thanks to everybody watching later on YouTube. And thanks to Genome for editing this up, making it look good. And you can trust me. Hail Heartgrave.